What's up, guys? Clayton Gits here. So, major update with the Real wallet, specifically with the rewards points, and I'm super excited to share this with you today. Hey, what's up, guys? Clayton Gits here. So big update to the Real wallet for those of you that have been paying attention, and those of you that are not. This is actually pretty exciting for me because, you know, one of the reasons I moved over to Real Brokerage was because of this Fintech product. You know, Real at the time and still today, as far as I know, is the only real estate company platform on the planet that has a fully integrated financial technology platform, or a bank, built into its technology. And so what I want to share with you today is that, you know, we've been talking about this points-based system. For those of you that are familiar with like an American Express, you know, points-based credit card, or a Capital One Venture, we have both. I love them. Our American Express points pay for some really cool trips on an annual basis, as does our Capital One Venture card. And so when you're thinking about this update or this product, think points. So when you swipe or when money is sitting in the account, there are benefits. So if you what you're looking at on your screen there is the Fintech product that Real has created. And so here's how this thing works today, and how it produces points, and how it benefits you and I. So today, all of your commission income will be fed into this business checking account here. Now, these are FDIC insured, all the normal stuff. So instantly fed into this business checking account. Now, if you decide to leave your money, or at least a portion of your money, for operating expenses in this business checking account, you will begin to earn points just by having your money sitting in this account. You will begin to earn points. If you don't utilize the Real Visa debit card at all, you'll earn points. You'll accrue points just by having a balance sitting in here. Now, just a cool feature to point out again is we have now introduced our tax account, and this is a really good way to automate the movement of your money, a la Profit First. So for example, you could take 15% of, or 30%, 35%, whatever your accountant tells you to do, of every single commission check, and have it automatically moved into this tax account, so that when it's time to pay your quarterly estimated taxes or your annual taxes, the money is just there, my friends. Beautiful. I love it. For someone that is all in on Profit First banking, I love that they are integrating that model fully into this platform. But back to the point system. So you've got money sitting in here, and just to be clear, again, if you want to move your money automatically over to Wells Fargo or Bank of America or Capital, whatever bank you're banking with, it's your money, it's your decision, you can do that, okay? But here are the incentives to leave your money there. So you've got the balance there. It's time to put some gas in your company car, or pay for a marketing expense, or set up some sort of recurring monthly expense. Then you're gonna pull out your Real Visa debit card, and when you transact, an interchange fee takes place, or a merchant charge. Okay, that happens with all of these points-based credit cards and debit cards. When that happens, let's just say for simple math, or for example, Real retains 50% of that merchant charge, and then they give you and I 50% of that merchant charge in the form of points. We're going to get back to the Real benefit here in just a second, but how does it benefit us? We're already accruing points by having a balance sitting there, but now we're accruing points by utilizing Real's Visa debit card and the soon to be released Real Visa credit card. And when you do that, you will see those points show up right here. Now, what can you do with those points? Well, let's find out. So you can see here that I am a bronze status. And here is how the rewards points work. Now, this is super cool. So how can you spend points? You can actually spend points. So there in the next, maybe today, but in the next couple of weeks, a pay with points button will show up on our dashboards, and we will be able to apply those points automatically to our caps, to our brokerage fee, our personal deal fee, the CBR fee, which is the E&O insurance and broker review fee, the post-cap transaction fee, and the post-elite transaction fee. Now, to be clear, like before this, I had to kind of say it like, when I was describing the financial plan. And by the way, it's really, really, cheap to run your business at Real with a $12,000 cap and a handful of fees, but still, they're fees. Nobody likes fees. Now, you can not only apply the points that you earn towards reducing or eliminating the fees, you can also reduce or eliminate your cap. Like, the game has changed. If you heard me correctly, then you can actually, there's a world that exists where you're running your business at Real for free. In fact, they're paying you to run your business here by utilizing their financial technology product. Now, that is the debit card. The soon to be released credit card we'll do another video on that as well. But the soon to be released credit card, the more you utilize that, the more points you're going to earn and higher statuses, and there'll be all kinds of benefits. Real wants, hopefully this is an obvious statement, Real wants us to keep our money in this bank. So whatever they can do to incentivize us, including a line of credit also coming soon, they're going to do. The more attractive they make it for us to keep our money here, the better it is for everybody. Now let's finish up with this piece. So clearly you see how we benefit, right? How does the company benefit? So the company benefits because they're retaining 50% of that merchant charge, and they're also benefiting from the balances that we keep in our accounts. So at scale, as we continue to grow and scale as a company nationally, internationally, and you've got tens of thousands of transactions, hundreds of thousands of transactions running through this system, if we pull this off, and by pull it off, I mean drive adoption when it looks like we are and we're going to, then this one piece, this fintech piece, could be worth more than the brokerage itself. So for all of us that are shareholders in this company, their stocks go up, stocks go down. That's the SEC disclaimer. But for all of us that are shareholders in this company, it's exciting to think about we're no longer just a real estate company or a platform. We are now a fintech company. So investors today, at least, are not really crazy about real estate companies. And you see that by looking at all of the stocks associated with the publicly traded real estate companies. But they love financial technology companies for obvious reasons. Starbucks is a fintech company. So again, really exciting update. Stay tuned for many more.